Okay, so the first thing that I want to elaborate a little on that Manny already elaborated a little bit on, or refuting the claim about states being able to set limits. I also found that, according to the article Welfare Time Limits, State Policies, Implementation, and Effects on Families, there are actually 17 states that have limits that are fewer than 60 months. And according to the same article, currently 40 states have time limits that can result in the termination of families' welfare benefits. So 80% of all of the states in the United States are actually do impose those limits, and those are also at 16 months limits. And then I also wanted to address the I believe it was $77.1 billion budget for welfare. That budget is proportioned to all types of welfare, which take place in Medicaid, Social Security, things like that. But those types of welfare, that's the reason the title welfare is so confusing, because it can apply to all of these terms. But the 60-month limit only applies to the temporary assistance for needy families, which is the cash benefit that comes from it. I'd also like to refute the claim not refute this claim, but the claim that government should fund the work skills. My opponents say that as if they're not already funding those work skills, because according to the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families Block Grant Responses to Frequently Asked Questions, though TANF is best known for funding cash assistance payment to needy families with children, the block grant and MOE funds are actually used for a variety of benefits and activities, including job support and helping educate people and get them jobs. And also part of the temporary assistance for needy families, according to Greg Kaufman on the article This Week in Poverty, TANF is Broken. One of the notable successes of the Recovery Act was the TANF Emergency Fund, which placed more than 260,000 low-income parents and youth into subsidized jobs in 39 states and the District of Columbia at a cost of $1.3 billion. So this form of welfare indeed is helping get low-income participants jobs. And then I'd also like to talk about how the claim that people are not actually in the workforce, they're just scamming for welfare and unemployment. Those are also for other forms of welfare that can, like I said, take place in Medicaid or Social Security and unemployment benefits. But in order to be eligible for TANF, according to groundswell.org, most benefit programs require recipients to work in order to collect. Take TANF, for example. Single parents receiving this grant must work at least 30 hours per week in order to be eligible, and two-parent families must work between 35 and 50 hours. And this makes it much harder to commit fraud for TANF, especially. So I believe what they were referring to was fraud in other cases of welfare, like Medicaid and Social Security, because it's hard to commit fraud unless you're working 30 to 50 hours a week. And then I'd also like to talk about the claim, I can't remember the exact number, that I believe Juan was talking about, the amount of money that goes into welfare. Once again, that amount of money is for all the different social programs that we have, and the basic, according to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, the basic TANF block grant has been set at about $16.5 billion each year since 1996, and as a result, its value has actually decreased over the years due to inflation, because that was it's been getting the same amount of money for the past, I believe that's 21 years. And the idea that you can live off of welfare, I'd like to refute that, because you can't, if we have the 60-month limit, then you can't actually live off of it. Thank you.